Good morning and namaskar. It's a great privilege for me to be here with you. When I come here, I come more with a vision or an idea of being a student of Professor Nagler, more like a colleague of all of you. And I'm glad that such a large number of students take courses in peace and nonviolence. And in India, we have some universities offering. Once the vice chancellor of a university told me the students are studying nonviolence, but they are very violent in their approach. So I had to say that nonviolence can be studied not merely with a mind or with an intellect, but one has to study it with the heart, with an involvement, with sadhana, that is with practice. Without understanding what it is in day-to-day lives, I don't think we will have a real glimpse of what non-violence is. In fact, I heard a lot of young people in Chicago area talking about 9/11, saying that there is so much of violence around in the society. We are really fed up with that. We are really looking for peace and non-violence. So I asked them, yes, you would like to have a society based on peace and non-violence, but is there anything like that you would like to contribute to non-violence? Or you don't want to contribute because anything cannot be just had for the asking. We have to do something. We have to pay for it. So is there anything like violence in your own day-to-day lives? Is there any violence in the food you eat? Is there any violence in the clothes you wear or in the articles that you use? Is there any violence in the language that you use? Unless we are able to look into ourselves, unless we are able to be at peace with ourselves, we cannot really transcend that peace into a community peace, into a societal peace, and a world peace. Now, when I talk about violence, it is not merely hurting somebody with a knife or killing somebody, or the 9/11 which must have killed 6,000-7,000 people, but don't you know that more than that number is being killed every day out of hunger, out of poverty, out of malnutrition? Can we see exploitation as a form of violence? Can we see hunger as a form of violence? Can we see poverty as a form of violence? Is there anybody in this world who says, I would like to remain poor? I don't think anybody says that. But the fact is that more than 50% of the population in this world, they are suffering from abject poverty. I believe that it is a system which has a vested interest in keeping such large sections of people under perpetual poverty. So when we do courses like peace and non-violence, we should be able to look for becoming messengers of peace, messengers of justice, so that we just make a world free from anger, free from hatred, free from exploitation. And it is here I would see Gandhi, who translated the mere abstract concepts of truth and non-violence into pragmatic weapons. He used them to show the world that we can win the hearts of people. And when we look at injustice, he offered satyagraha, insistence on truth. We have only known to punish the opponent, to hurt the opponent. But whereas he said, I would like to win the opponent by my self-suffering. And it is this self-suffering which gives him the force of truth, the force of soul, the force of love. It is this kind of a force when we are able to generate in the society. Starting with an individual, we will be able to create a better world. So Satyagraha, we are now in the 100th year of the birth of Satyagraha. 9/11 we talk about, but it is that very 9/11 in the year 1906 in South Africa, this great tool was invented by Gandhi and applied in South Africa and later in India. Then we also have the concept of Swaraj, which has given, which is nothing but Swaraj, means rule over the self. Can I rule myself? And to rule myself, I should have self-control. I should have the control of the mind, control of the passions of greed, the passions of aggression. Unless we are able to control, freedom or independence really make no meaning. So for Gandhi, when he fought for the independence of India, it was not merely change of God or change of the rule from the British to the brown Indians. He said it should be a transformation of a real society and the relations within the society. So we should now work for a society where every individual knows how to rule himself or herself. It is that kind of freedom, it is that kind of independence that we should look at. Now for that he also talked about Swadeshi. How do you achieve that? So Swadeshi means the local economy. Whatever desires I have, can they be fulfilled with what I can have, what I can get from around here? Or should I go to the ends of the world to get what I need, what I want? So this is another very important question. So when I say I want to get something from that country or from this country, invariably we are leading into situations of violence. So it is the Swadeshi. Then he said Sarvodaya means welfare of all. And when we talk about welfare, it is the kind of racism we talked about. Just what we had been listening to a presentation on civil rights movement. So why should there be a discrimination between human being and another human being? Should we not see that the whole world, the whole humanity is one? One world, one humanity, and can we in fact go towards that kind of an objective of the whole world converging into one single world? Why should there be this kind of denial? Why should there be this kind of segregation? Why should there be this kind of hatred? So when we talk about Sarvodaya, welfare of all human beings are one. And it is not only the human beings, we look for the welfare of all subhuman world, the animals, the birds, the creatures, and then even the non-living, like the hills, the ocean, the river, the forest, whatever it is. And it is that kind of feeling when we are able to develop in the form of Sarvodaya. I think we have to remember that we have come into this world only for a short period of time. Then we go away. And while we are here, we should be the guests here, not the masters. So when I come and stay with you at your house as a guest, am I playing the role of being a guest? Or am I going beyond that prescription of how to behave as a guest and become a master? Today what man is doing as far as environment is concerned is precisely that. The kind of negligence, the kind of recklessness that he is using the natural resources which would definitely belong to the posterity. It is a crime, I would say, against humanity. So I am so glad that you are all studying peace and non-violence. I am sure all these wider aspects you will be studying. And should I say that I am jealous of you? You are students of Professor Nagler, and once in a while I get an opportunity of meeting him, coming here. In fact, I had the privilege of coming here and speaking to the class here last time. So I would like to stop here, and now as a mark of my respect, I would like to offer something to my guru. In fact, I dream that he is Professor Nagler is my guru or my teacher. A small thing I